How are you doing today?
Hey.
You guys having a great day? You guys ready to get what you want? You guys sick and tired of like circumstances? We want to change everything, don't we? I know I do. That's why I'm here, you know? So today is going to be all about how to get exactly what you want. And people, it's not what people think. It really isn't. In school, we're taught to get things how we want by getting a job, getting education, you know what I mean? And, going down that crazy rabbit hole, right? Who wants to do that? That's like old school. That doesn't work anymore. All right. Matter of fact, our schools would be turning into war zones, right? So we got to focus on what's best for us as individualities, as ourselves. Okay. So, exactly. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. You guys don't know who I am because you probably see me for the first time, maybe. So how you doing, guys? My name is Rich Guzman.
And I'm Anastasia Hall, is better known as Coach Ace.
And we are Ace and Rich. And today we're going to talk to you exactly how to get exactly what you want. So, excuse my hoarse voice because I'm still getting over dumb virus. So basically, when I train with you guys, I like to keep things really simple. I just put bullet points down for you guys so you guys can retain this information a lot easier. I don't want to get too deep, too psychologically crazy on you guys, but I'm going to give you simple bullet points for you to write down so you can really understand that life is, to get really what you want, it's all about psychology, right? You got to play with your own mind because if you don't, your mind will pretty much rule you, and you don't want to do that, okay? Most things that happen in your mind are on autopilot. So it's time to, really take focus and be aware of that. So the first thing is never be afraid to ask for more out of life. Okay, that's number one. Never be afraid to ask for more out of life. All right, that's number one. All right. And we're going to talk about other people too, because it really does play a role. All right. Use people's names when you talk to them.
That's a big one.
This is what I learned from Anastasia.
That's a big one.
Because I struggled with this being in the band for many years. We're like, hey, what's up, dude? Hey, dude. Hey, dude. What's up, dude? Hey, it's like we never say names. So for me, that's always been a struggle because I always call everybody dude or do that, right? So using people's names is very, very important when you're communicating with them, okay? That's number two. Number three, always act as if, even if things are not going your way that day. Always act as if, even if things are not going your way that day. Okay, it all happens. It happens to everybody. Okay. And here's number four. Learn to compliment people. Okay. Because you could be complimenting somebody and that person could have, self-confidence, and people love to have validation, especially the people who are self-confident about themselves. They love that self-validation. So learn to compliment people. Okay. Even when I'm on video, we always compliment, Misha Wilson for what he has done for us, what he's done for a lot of people, what he's done for the system, how we appreciate things and stuff like that. We always, compliment people. I think that's just a really good, good practice. Good practice. Okay. Now here's one that I learned through my coach, Jeffrey Combs, and I've learned to communicate better with people when I learned this. Learn to listen more.
That's a skill set.
That's a skill set. As simple as that sounds, people don't listen.
They don't.
They just speak.
Mm-hmm.
And it builds trust. That's why that's important. The more that I listen, the more people start to trust me more, because when I listen, I respond with the conversations that we're having. So if somebody says something to me, I respond to what they're saying, and I find out exactly what they're looking for, instead of just thinking what I know they're looking for, if that makes sense. Okay. That was number 5, right? Yep, number 5. Number 6, model after someone you look up to. So important, guys. All right, remember, this is all about how to get what you want, right? This is exactly how you get what you want in life. All right, and it seems counterintuitive, but you know what? I tried everything else. It doesn't work. Model after someone you look up to. Very, very important. I've always done that, even when I was in the band. And it always got me real far. So now, here's a book I want to offer you guys, because we're talking, a few things here are about people, okay? And we are in a people business. So I want you guys to get this book, all right? I'm going to put it in the chat, so you guys don't have to worry about looking for it, stuff like that. People tell me, hey, what is that? How do I find that? Well, no worries. I got you covered. All right, I'm gonna go in the chat. I'm gonna put this in here, and
then Amber can copy it and put it in the chat for Zoom.
This is a book that was recommended through a gentleman who was a social media expert back in 2008 when I first got started, who's taught the great marketers who are millionaires right now today. Okay, and he recommended, this was the #1 book that he recommended. All right, and it's called The Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert C. Cialdini. If you don't have this book, you're missing the boat. Okay, you're missing the boat. Very important. So that's my list, and that was 7. That was step 7. Now 8, and this is important, guys. I think people misinterpret this one a lot. Be a service for other people. It doesn't mean, be a service like, babysit people, because we feel that we feel that want to help other people, but the more that we try to do for someone, the more it's a detriment to their success. Because I struggle with this one, and so does Anastasia. And we hired a new coach, and we're learning exactly how to combat that. And we already made some changes, and things are definitely looking on the up and up now. So make sure that you be of service to people, okay? If you are a service to people, you are giving them what they want, and then in return, you'll get what you want, as Zig Ziglar said, okay? So remember that, very, very, very important, guys. So, okay, this is number 8. You can't keep anything until you first give it away. You guys get that one? Pretty deep, huh? You can't keep anything until you first give it away. Now, what do I mean by that? So here we are, we're marketers, right? We must learn to give away our value, right? How do we give away our value? By learning the value, right? So all the learning and education that we go through to learn how things work with the marketing space, right? This is a long life commitment, okay? Plan on being here for years, because you're putting in years, because you're completely reprogramming how you think from the past. So you have to, learn to learn that value, and that value that you're learning, you're gonna give it back. Okay. Once you give it back, okay, that's when things start to come in your favor. All right. That's when monetary gains start coming in as well. Okay. So you can't really own something, right, until you give it away first. So remember that. Very, very important. That's a good one. Now I lost track of numbers, but guys, we'll just keep going. And what's my next one here? Everything you resist will persist in the law of nature. Everything you resist will persist in the law of nature. So the more you persist something, the more it's just going to keep coming back. Okay? So the more that you don't want to fail, the more you're going to fail. The more that you want to, like, let's say someone's trying to
let's say somebody's trying to become successful.
Yeah.
But they tend to push money away.
Yeah. We know someone like that. We won't say any names, but we know someone like that, that every time they have an opportunity to accept money, in bigger ways,
right,
they push it away psychologically.
It is.
Okay. We won't say no names, but we just know somebody that, in the business that does that.
Right.
So, yeah. So now, the next one is, you need to own where you are if you want to get to the next level. Ooh. You guys like that one? You need to own where you are if you want to get to the next level. You can't get to the next level unless you own where you are right now. If you're not owning it, you're not ready for that next level. And that was a big wake-up call for me. Okay. So that's the way it's always going to work, because there's always going to be new levels you have to get to, right? So let's say you're just getting started in a business. You're like, hey, this whole thing is brand new for me. Okay, well, learn to own it. And then go to the next step. Learn to own that. And get to the next step. See, everybody expects, like, I'm going to get in the business and I'm going to own it. And I'm going to be great, awesome, life is great, right? It doesn't work that way. You have to own the level, the next level, own the next level, own the next level, own the next level. That's how where Misha is today. How? He earned his first level. He earned his next level. He just keeps going up. Follow the principles. Success leaves clues. So now I talked about vision a lot in the past, and I always love mentioning vision because I think vision is a catalyst for like everything that you should be doing in your life. But a lot of people make the mistake of having vision, but thinking of vision in words. Okay. And that's a problem, because when we dream in thoughts and pictures. We don't dream in words. Right. So we want to really have a vision in pictures. Okay. So if you want to move to a more tropical place like we do, we have that vision of a picture of how it looks, right? How it feels, right? How we, just every ounce of us, right? We think about it in pictures. Okay. So don't do it in words. So when you're doing the vision, focus in pictures, right? Thoughts are pictures. Thoughts are not words. Thoughts are pictures. Stronger that way. Okay. Next one. If I keep focusing on what I don't want, I'll keep getting exactly that. I'll keep getting that. Really, why? Well, because the focus is on, let's say, for example, somebody comes to me and say, hey, Rich, I want to get out of debt. Okay, I keep thinking about getting out of debt. Okay, how about if you change that and say, you know what? I am like debt free. Like you're speaking into existence, saying that you are debt free, okay? And you're opening up the doorway for that channel, okay, to make it happen. But if you keep saying, I got to get out of debt, 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 you're always going to remain in debt. Because why? You are always building an association of what you're trying to get out of and not really speaking to existence what you're already out of. Make sense? Okay, cool. So next one is the desire to achieve a result has to be stronger than the fear that you are feeling. Now that's a good one, guys. The desire to achieve a result has to be stronger than the fear that you are feeling. Case in point, when you ever want something so bad, you'll go against anything to make it happen. Just like case in point, like for me, being in the band for many years, learning to play guitar for years in my bedroom to master the craft, right? And then what did I do? I didn't own it. When I went on stage, I gave it away. That's when I began to own it. Okay. I began to be in that experience, right? But in the beginning, what did I have to do? I had to desire it so bad, no matter what people telling me, hey, Rich, you'd be a rock star. You'll never be on stage. You'll never record, all those kind of things. I've been through that. So what, or parents, not supportive, right? Not saying, one parent didn't support it. One other one did, right? So the one that didn't, what happened was I didn't listen. I believed in what I believed, right? So my desire was so strong that no matter what anybody thought, even a parent, okay, I saw what I saw. And to me, that's the only thing that mattered.
And I talked about that on the Inner Circle on Monday.
Yeah.
Letting go of perfection.
Yeah, which was amazing. Amazing Inner Circle. So I learned from those experiences when I got in business how I knew it was going to be a tough road because it was new. It was unfamiliar, just like picking up a guitar and learning and things being unfamiliar, notes and, strings and, touching and getting used to the calluses and all that kind of stuff. It's all new, right? Then what happened? I had to get in the band. I got in the band. I had to learn to play with other members. I had to learn timing, right? I had to learn what a metronome was. There was always different levels and different things I had to learn. But no matter what, my desire to be on stage and feel those lights over my head, okay, to see the people was a stronger, more strong desire of what anybody ever thought. Whatever, they thought was impossible. I thought it was possible, right? Because I'm a human being, just like somebody else who does it. What makes the difference? Is making that decision, speak it to existence, and say, you know what? That's me. Before that's me. Okay? Okay. Remember, you don't own anything until you actually what?
Give it away.
You give it away. Exactly. So now the next one. And this is the last one. And I left this last one for a reason because people always ask, like, and I hear this a lot. How much do I have to learn? Why do I have to keep learning? I hear this all the time from many students. Well, here's the thing. You never stop being a student, number one, for whatever you want to learn. I have a new guitar book coming. It's one of my favorite heavy metal bands from the 90s. Sepultura, the album is Rise. Now, why would I buy that book, being a professional guitar player for so many years? Because I never learned that album. So for me to learn that album, I have to buy the book and I have to learn. I'm going back to being a student to learn those notes, right? So you didn't know that. It's on the way. It should be here soon. So it's just, you have to understand, guys, the best way to gain value in this industry is to learn as much as you can and keep learning and keep learning and keep learning. Because when you put yourself out there and you start giving it away, you start owning it, guess what? Then people look up to you. Okay? So, guys, that's all I got for you today. That's how you get exactly what you want out of your life and business. So sometimes, you read those stuff and it's like it's counterintuitive, but the reality is that's the truth. If you follow what I just shared with you today, you guys are going to be good. You guys are going to be great. You guys are going to be great leaders, right? Have fun. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the journey, okay? Because you guys are all in charge of your own destiny. Don't let anybody tell you it's not possible, right? What matters? What you think. Nobody else. We come into the world alone. We die alone, okay? Don't let anybody influence you. All right, get that book, okay? Robert C. Cialdini. It's a really good book. Awesome. Cool.
Well, boom. I figured you guys were going to do like that's it. This is Rich and Ace, and we'll talk to you later. And you guys just stop talking.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
You're really under the weather, huh?
I'm under the weather, guys. So, guys,
I was like waiting for it.
I can do it real quick. With that being said, my name is Rich Guzman.
And I'm Anastasia Aldridge.
And we'll see you on a new video very soon. Thank you.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm like, oh, they're just silent. I better unmute myself. That's funny. And I love your hashtag love beanie. That's just so cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's a story behind that one.
Yeah. So great subject today. As you guys saw on the Zoom, I had to get on a phone call, so I missed some of them. So I will be going back and re-listening. Well, I re-listen to the video every day anyways, but so that I can get the rest of those. Everybody's loving it in the comments. Don Gore says, boom, boom, bam. I like that. Boom, bam. I like that. Yes. But that last one, that you said, how much do I have to learn? And it's so crazy because, yeah, we're always learning, right? So you guys all know I homeschool my kids. I always reference to my kids because they're my kids and it's part of my life. But I homeschool my kids and we do a very untraditional, right? It's nothing like a school system. My kids do not sit down with books. They do not grind away for 5 hours learning and me just talking at them. We do a lot of freestyle learning and learning what they want to learn. And so, yeah, when they're to the point now when, we're in a store or something in the middle of the day, people are like, you're not in school. And they're like, oh, we're homeschooled. And they're like, well, how do you learn? They go, I'm learning right now. Because they are. I'm like, you guys are always learning. Like, you never stop learning. It doesn't matter whether I'm teaching you something or not. You're still learning. So, and they're starting to get the idea, but I'm trying to imprint that into them young so that, so that they know. So that one right there, yes. For those of anybody's wondering how much more do you have to learn? A lot.
I'm learning as a mom myself because my son, he just finished the Motivation Manifesto by Brendan Burchard. And he comes up to me and goes, Mom, I could tell you that book was awesome. But you know what? When somebody asks me how my day is and I say spectacular, I never like the word I'm fine. I said, what do you mean? He said, because when you say that you're fine, according to Brendan, he says, then you're fine with uncertainty. Right? Oh my God.
It's a sponge.
He's soaking this stuff up.
Yeah, absolutely. And kids, they can learn so much by taking them out of that school chair and letting them move around. And like my daughter learns her math from cooking in the kitchen. I mean, she does measurements. You know what I mean? She doesn't need to know no square root stuff. I'm not worried about that kind of stuff because you know what? To tell you the truth, I don't even know what a square root of anything is. I don't even know why they call it a square root. And I have no desire to know because my job doesn't involve square root math. So you know what I mean? So, and we all have technology that have calculators. So unless they're going into a math career, which I can tell you my daughter will not because she hates math. But they don't need to know, how to solve a problem 5 different ways. As long as they can get the answer, it's fine however they do it. And so yeah, that's a good one. So for those of you that are wondering how much more do you have to learn, a lot. You just keep learning, right? And so awesome message today.
What if I told everybody they would have to learn for the rest of their lives?
I know, right? People are like, what? Are you
Would you
kidding
do
me?
it? I mean, would you do it? Because
I'm excited to continue to learn.
yeah, exactly. I mean, if you love something, you will learn it.
I know there's one thing that could really be awesome to share today is the fact that, like, when you say that you know, how much do you have to learn? Steve Jobs on his deathbed says something incredible. He was learning as he was transitioning right there on the spot at the moment of his death at that time. The last words out of Steve Jobs' mouth. If y'all don't know who Steve Jobs is, y'all should know. You got a phone? That's Steve, okay? That's one of his legacies.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs said, "Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow," 3 times. So he was learning, even at the time of his death.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, and that's powerful, you know. That's powerful for sure. Let's see, Dawn. I know you said something about my math. I knew you would. Out of everybody, Dawn, I love you. Math is the foundation of everything, is just a language. Oh, does that mean you agree with me, Dawn? I don't know. But I knew Don Gars would be the one to comment on that because he's so intellectual. I was going to say smart, but I had to use a bigger word to sound even better. Oh my gosh. I
know we all got to learn math. I know God has a sense of humor because God definitely knew about math. Everything was cubits. Right? So if he didn't get involved in exact measurements, we wouldn't have an ark.
Yes.
Tiny ship.
Oh my God.
Absolutely right. Yes. Let's see. Okay, cool. Let's see. Kay Stein says, I love learning new things. My parents taught me to keep learning during my entire life. Awesome. Absolutely. I don't know if you were homeschooled, but you may have been. Because yeah, learning never ends, Beryl. Absolutely. Gregory Jones, I'm stuck like Chuck after the boot camp. Do I go solo, Facebook, etc.? Not sure. You might need to go back through the boot camp.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
You very well may need to re-go through the boot camp. Everything you need to do is right there. Definitely reach out to your coach for your coaching sessions and have your coaching questions ready. But yeah, you may want to go through the boot camp again, because I can tell you I've been through it, I don't know, 4 times or 5 times. I don't even know anymore. You know, I always reference back to it. Sometimes I don't do the whole thing right. I'm like, oh, I just need to watch this one again, you know, and I learn something new every time. So
yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. Cheryl, she homeschooled her boys too. Yeah. Yep. If not in school and learn business. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. All right. Great message. Let's get our little gallery view of everybody on here. There's everybody's pretty and handsome faces. So great message today. Everybody loved it on the Facebook Live. People were loving it on the Zoom. Oh, Vicky must know math really well. Do you see that number she put in the Zoom thing, you guys? I don't even know what that means. That means 0, 1 is what that means. So great message again today, you guys. As always, you guys always bring great value to the table. So hopefully all of you guys wrote down those as he was going over those bullet points. If you did not write them down, rewatch the video and write them down. I started writing some of them down, and then I had a phone call, and so I will go back and I will write down the rest as well. So that is it for today, you guys. Thanks for hopping on with us. Tomorrow is Friday already, so we should have Karen Richardson on with us tomorrow. It'll be the regular time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody go out, crush it in your life, crush it in your business, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.
Bye, guys.